Okay, I'm sorry about that. Cut the video a little bit too short. Probably gonna have to make two separate videos if I'm even gonna have to like combine them. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna combine them or not. So if I make a part two, I'll make a part two. And sorry about that. My thumb pressed the home button by accident and stop recording. But nonetheless, yeah, this is basically what I'm sleeping on. My TV's right there, so I figured that whenever I have guests over, it's perfect for them to sit on, and it's better than a bed. I didn't want to deal with that. But things are changing, and I think that I mean, my first year at God, I was mostly sleeping on I basically dormed in college. I usually had a mattress, but ever since I stopped dorming, this is what I've been sleeping on for the past good good 4 years now. It's been a good 4 years that I've been sleeping on is pretty much every other day or every day. So I mean, if sleeping on this futon has really caught up to me and it's causing me all sorts of trouble to where it's actually affected my life to have anxiety or have POTS or whatever's going on with me, I think it's time for me to get rid of this thing because it seems that it has made a difference when I've been sleeping on a mattress for the past week and a half, and I haven't had those issues while sleeping. So I may need a new bed. I may need a new bed, and that's really the main issue. I'm not even going to argue with that. I'm just going to say hey, I can't deal with this bed anymore. This futon, I need to get a new bed. So we'll see about that. But yeah, I've been sleeping on the bed mattress for the past week and a half, and my weeks have been slightly better, and Nothing has really been going on for the past week. No major instances. I had pains every now and then where I thought my kidneys were hurting and stuff like that, but that doesn't really happen anymore. I would have dry mouth every time I talk. I would get like white mouth, white tongue. Um, no, those are just signs of anxiety, I guess, and I'm not even paying attention because it's not even happening that much. I just had a full meal. Well, not really a full meal, but my eating habits has been going on. My appetite has been catching up. I just had like a sausage, from Costco's, and that's probably one of the biggest meals I had in a while, and that was really good. And I feel fine now. That's why I decided to do this video. Um, yeah, there's that, and it's just that the week has been going a little bit smoothly. Went to my therapist last week. Told her about everything. Nothing's been going on too serious ever since then. Just forgot to do a video on Thursday, and I'm doing a video now, which is basically Sunday, the 21st, I believe, 22nd, one of those days. But yeah, 22nd, I believe it is. The only thing I will say is what happened earlier this morning, which is totally my fault. But it wasn't going to be my fault unless something like had happened with the one in my chest. But I'm not even going to go into full detail with that because it's just whatever. All I know is what happened this morning. This happened around 8:30 this morning. This part of my arm, like the left arm, was pretty. It wasn't numb, but it was like had a really weird feeling, like it does now. And I was like ignoring it because I knew it wasn't numb. I was like, whatever, I'll just go back to sleep. And then it went into my chest again. That feeling went into my chest, and something happened, like right around here. I didn't think heart attack or anything like that. I just knew that I was like, okay, here we go again. Something's going on. It was like, whatever. I basically spooked myself when I went to go check for my pulse on my temple. When I checked my pulse, I found it easier just to do it right here on the temple. That's where I usually check it. When I checked my pulse earlier this morning, I haven't really done it in a long time. When I checked my pulse earlier this morning, I was laying down. So when I was laying down, I must have had it in the wrong position because I also had my do-rag on. Because when I sleep with the do-rag, I have dreadlocks. So as you can see, I sleep with the do-rag. I sleep with the cap on so I can protect it. So when I was laying down, checked my pulse, I didn't feel anything there. So I said to myself, "Oh, great! I can't feel anything. I can't feel my pulse. What's going on?" And I thought my heart just stopped. So I was like, "Oh, great, great!" I immediately got out of the bed, because I almost felt like I was going to pass out again before that, so that's why I checked for again. And I said, like, oh man, I don't feel anything. I don't know what's going on. So since I didn't feel anything when I checked it in my head, I immediately got up. I was like, oh crap, my heart's stopping, my heart's this and that. I checked it again when I got out. I was in my sister's room. I went out the door. I was about to go outside. I checked it again, still didn't feel anything. So I said, oh great, great. I need to get to my dad before something happens. But then I stopped and checked it on my neck this time. When I checked it on my neck, my heart was racing. My heart was racing, but I can feel a pulse. So the fact that I was able to feel a pulse, I was like, oh, great. I was like, oh, sweet, sweet. So that basically means that my pulse is there and I was just freaked out. So I immediately said, despite me going into panic mode, I was like, okay, I just spooked myself. I knew I was going crazy for that, and I just went right back into my room, drank water, just to calm myself, and I calmed myself within a minute or so. So I was like, oh man, what happened there? But I was like, just an instance where I just spooked myself. I guess these things are going to be happening every now and then. It's just calm down, and pretty much within like 10 and 20 minutes later, I was back to sleep. I went right back to sleep. That was like around 8:30 this morning, and I woke up pretty much around 2 o'clock, and here I am now. So had a scare this morning, but not even going to give it much attention. So that happened, and now I'm here now doing a video, which is probably going to be 2 separate videos, and that's my fault. I apologize for that. And yeah, and that's basically been my update. So pretty interesting couple of weeks. Spent 2 weeks, 2 nights in the hospital. I'm going to be seeing my cardiologist on July the 2nd because I had to cancel that. I was supposed to see her, my cardiologist, 2 weeks ago on a Wednesday, but I was in the hospital when that happened. She actually did come to see me on that Thursday, and I said, "Hey, how you doing? This is the first time we're meeting, but I was actually supposed to meet you yesterday, but then of course what happened on Tuesday changed everything." So that happened. You know, that Wednesday, that happened that day, and I said, "I'm really sorry this happened, but at least we're seeing each other." But I still have to make another appointment, so I'm seeing her again next Wednesday. So basically on the 2nd of July, next Wednesday. This Thursday, I'm actually seeing my new internal doctor for the first time. So I'm seeing him then. So that's really big ups. Then once I see him this Thursday, whenever something else happens, I can see him right away. So seeing him this Thursday, and I'm getting everything sorted out. Then I'm seeing my cardiologist on that Wednesday, next Wednesday on July the 2nd. And when I see my cardiologist, that's when I'll definitely schedule my tilt table test. And hopefully nothing else happens. I'm going to make sure not to give in to anything else that happens. I'm just going to say, like it's just anxiety or whatever. Unless my heart really does stop and I have absolute proof and not just fall down to the ground. But I don't think that's going to happen. So I've been doing better. My appetite's been getting better. And should be back, back to normal hopefully soon. It feels like, I've been just getting a little bit better, but I've been saying that for weeks, and next something else just popped up, and this is where it gets worse. But other than that, yeah, that's been the update. Again, I'll try to update again this Thursday. If I don't, I'll do it again next Sunday. It's whatever happens. Sorry I didn't update last week. I could have updated last Thursday, but I came home from the hospital. I just didn't even feel like doing it. Then I could have updated this past Thursday, but I just ended up forgetting, but I'm doing it now. But yeah, that's it for, that's the update for this week. And, I will basically let you know this Thursday what happens. I'm seeing my new doctor early in the morning. Hopefully he understands what's going on. He may say it's anxiety. He may say it's that. It's whatever. I don't know what's going to happen. Probably going to hear the same thing. But all I know is I still have the referral I still have the referral to get the tilt table test done. Because there is a slight possibility, thanks to my neurologist, that it could have POTS. But other than that, I'll be updating you guys Thursday. Thanks for sticking around with me. And I will see you guys next week. Peace out.